Ah, man, you know AB, airborne bacteria, always barbecuing. Adrien the Problem Broner says he's working his ass off. Stay tuned. Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. One.
For my city, mistakes in my city.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest of boxing. You want to become part of the gang, notification gang, hit that bell icon. Shout out to the Patreon patrons, the super chats, and the donations. We working. Now, Adrien Broner, you seen the clip at the beginning. He's hard at work, and I like to see this. Like I said, I'm the type of person, I keep it a buck, I keep it real, and this is what Broner we need to see. And he says, very simple caption, working my ass off, hashtag ready for war. Looks like he's keeping his weight down. I did an Ego Weight Watcher video. So all I can ask, July 29th, Barclays Center, you have Broner versus Garcia. It's a stand-up card, very good card, Showtime Boxing, Premier Boxing Champs. They do it again, and I'm looking forward to it. And I had to make this video. There's a lot going on in boxing, especially with the Mayweather versus McGregor press conference. That's kind of hogging a lot of the shine. But I had to make this video because it's something I want to talk about. Now, I just finished watching Broner's webisode series about boxing. He says it was going to be different than his About Billions web series. And it was that. And I'm going to talk about that. And I kind of want to give a review to that. First of all, link is in the description in case you have not watched it. It's maybe 15, 18 minutes or so, and it's a good watch. I enjoyed it. I thought it was different. Like, I like me as a coming from the background of editing and doing my own directing and just video production and just always being involved in that type of genre. I really respect it. So shout out to the team or the company he hired for it, but I like the artistic direction with this, and he made sure it really was what he said. He said on his Instagram that he was going to do it and it was going to debut, but this is my first time getting to talk about it. But it was what he said. It was a type of series that you could separate from the About Billions. He says it was going to be kind of more mature, but still AB, and it was a different look. And it was that. You look at the opening scene was him in the gym, solo. They didn't really show anyone else. And it was this cool little intro, and he starts sparring with himself. So, you know what I mean, if you know anything about video production, video editing, that takes some planning to do in terms of make it look like he's sparring with himself, and they had the sound effects and stuff. And he got out of the ring, the other AB got out of the ring. He's like, man, only one that could beat you is you. So I liked it. You could tell just by the color corrections and the color grading that it was different than the About Billions. They made it very cinematic. It had a soundtrack with some cool songs, cool beats, and you got to see some of the AB, like the Have Fun AB. They show Robert Easter's fight, so some behind the scenes vantage points of Robert Easter's Toledo fight against Denis Shafikov. Tough fight. And after, they had an after party with a little strip club scene. That was cool. Good to see a little bit of eye candy, people having fun, celebrating. Good to see, you know what I'm saying, after a win, see how they get down. They showed them at the basketball courts, just everybody chilling. Looked like a Midwest little union. They're shooting hoops. Broner, he was hitting some buckets. So it was just cool stuff. Then he talks about moving his training camp to Colorado, and I was doing past videos where I said it, and it was before I even seen this, And I told you, I think it's a good look for Broner to move his training camps. He says, I've trained in Cincinnati. Sometimes I train in DC, but I'm taking it back to the roots, to the drawing board, training in Colorado. He said, when I train in Cincinnati, I'm still too accessible, basically, which is what I told y'all. That's a good, for a person like Broner, from what it sounds like, like I said, I don't know him personally like that, but his temperament, it seems like that would be the best look for him. Stay away from them hometown distractions, especially for a fight like this. This is no past opponent, you know what I mean, like Khabib, Alec Verdiev or nothing. This is Mikey Garcia, somebody who some even put on like the pound for pound, like the back end, and they think he at least has the ability to be on the pound for pound. Very skilled, undefeated. He's looking focused on what I've seen from him. So I like this. He says for this fight, Broner Garcia, he's going back to the can man, and he's just trying to show a different side. So I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm skeptical, because Broner, like I said, he's a wild cannon. He's a loose cannon. He's a wild card. You don't really know what Broner you're gonna get, but I can't knock somebody's hustle if they want to mature and they want to grow as a human, you know what I mean? So I liked it. I thought this was a good show, and it shows that Broner, he's a smart young businessman, because this is stuff, in my honest opinion, every fighter at this like level, like a Broner, like a Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, they should all be doing this. This is some easy work, man. Like, aside from myself, I know a ton of directors and video production teams, just even on Instagram, or I know them personally and stuff, and they do quality work, you know what I'm saying? So it's really not hard, especially since you're a celebrity. A lot of these directors and visual artists and stuff, cinematographers and DPs, director of photography, some of y'all don't know the terms, but some of these guys will be willing to do it because they want to add stuff like this to their repertoire and their portfolio and their resume and stuff like that. So it would be a cool opportunity for them. And some of these dudes is fast as fuck, like color grading and stuff. I could do all that, but some of it's laborious. Some of these guys are even like super quick because this is all they do. You know what I mean? I do multiple things. But my point being is Broner, with his age and whatnot, I feel like he's right in pocket by using, this is the social media age. You know what I mean? He's been doing it too, about billions, and now he's doing about boxing, and they show the little snippet trailer to episode 2. You know what I'm saying? This is just smart business, because this is how you stay popping and stay relevant. Conor McGregor, he does the same thing, the Mac life. I mean, these fighters, you want to build your profile, and ultimately, I know these guys are fighters, they'll fight with anybody and shit like that, but at the end of the day, you got to care about you, your career, and your family. You know what I mean? And boxing is a business. Fighting sports in general is a business. You're seeing people like James Harden get stupid money, crazy contracts. Steph Curry just got a crazy contract. These boxers, they have the money, a lot of them. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know, I'm not in no one's wallet like that, but I really feel like the Keith Thurmans and Danny Garcia, and I'm not saying maybe they have done this to some capacity, but I don't think a lot of boxers around Broner's age are taking the initiative to use social media, and I got to put that out there because that's how I honestly feel. Like, they have a big fight coming up. This is free publicity. The video already has like 77,000. I got a good amount of subscribers myself, so me reviewing it and telling you what I seen is gonna help encourage people to watch it. And I, if you're a boxer fan, I do encourage you to watch it. But I think Broner has the right idea, business wise. And see, the other thing is, I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but I really want to say, I don't know this, I didn't do any research, but all those songs he probably has the clearance for, because they're probably his artists, or a lot of them, that he was using for the soundtrack. So I'm like, some of them was cool too, like the beats and stuff, and I mean, it's cool music, you know what I'm saying? So he's kind of killing two birds with one stone. He could put on his artists and preview their catalog, like, hey, what was that song at 2 minutes and 42 seconds? You know what I mean? People care about stuff like that, because they did like a training montage, and he was in Colorado just training, and the song they were playing and the beat matched it perfectly. You know what I mean? But I really like the artistic direction here with this. I thought it was a very good episode. It's not long watch, but good B-roll selection. whoever edited the company that he used, I could tell they know some stuff because they just do little stuff that I pay attention to. Like when he was jogging at night, they were speeding it up and like putting little flares and little effects to it. And like I said, the little sequence, the opening sequence where he's battling himself, I thought that was a cool conceptual thing. And last, he talks about Mikey Garcia. He says he's about to rob the bank and he's about to expose Vegas basically because they have the odds stacked against him. He's going back to the can man. He says, I really don't see anything Mikey Garcia could do to beat me. He's a good fighter. I said I was going to be about boxing more than AB. I'm still AB, but this fight I want to be can man, kind of take it back to the basics. And I think this is a career defining fight. If he, hypothetically, if Broner put on a tour de force performance like Antonio DeMarco, his star power grows huge again. You know what I mean? People may have doubts from the Chino Maidana loss, from the Sean Porter loss, right? Things like that. And this will put him right back where he needs to be, back in that contention. So thought this was a good episode. I like to see Broner taking it serious, or at least giving the appearance that he's taking it serious. And one thing I respect about Broner too is just being from where I'm from, you can see kind of like brotherhood and camaraderie. He looks like, I'm not gonna say the N-word, but he looks like he holds it down for his people. You know what I mean? Like people affiliated, people who've been down, it looks like he's a real ass dude in that regard. Like the Robert Easters, people who've been by his side, and just people around him in his circle. A lot of those dudes from the Midwest, they look like they travel with him and stuff like that. So I could respect that. From the life is short, man, and you have to give back. You can't just take. And I'm not trying to get too preachy, but it is what it is. The people who hold you down, some people get money and then it's a wrap. You never hear from them again, or they're just things like that. So I can respect people who always bring it back and realize the people who help get them to that level, whether it's through positive talks or just encouraging their dreams and whatnot. And Broner honestly seems like that. It seems like he rides for his people. Let me know what you guys think about Billions, now about boxing. That's my review. I liked it. Good cinematography. If I had more critiques, maybe make it longer. I would like to see more training. Like if they threw in some sparring, like just snippets. Because Broner was throwing in the sparring on his Instagram, so I mean, whoever filmed it, they could have did it like that. You know what I mean? Put it on that. That's the only thing. So maybe I probably would have, if I was directing it, I probably would have added a few more. I like what they did. I'm not trying to take away from that, but I probably would have added a few more action scenes, because the action scenes go. Like when he was in Colorado, he was on the track and field, and he was just putting in work. I probably would have added a little bit more action sequences too. And what else? The other thing, when he was in the Radisson Hotel with the little robe, I probably wouldn't have done that black and white. But you know what I mean? Each director, each person is different, so they add little spices or whatever they feel. But it was solid. I'm sold on the fight. I've been sold on the fight. I think it's a good fight. Two good fighters, Mikey Garcia, Adrien Broner. That is my full review and current thoughts on this fight, July 29th, Barclays Center on Showtime Boxing. Mr. Showtime, Mr. NBC. No, I'm just playing. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego, signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.